we have 3-tier salary system.
Yeah.
We have the first grade, second grade, and depending on when you started work with us. Yeah. At the moment, the highest take 4 points. The national minimum wage is 3.4 something, but we pay as high as 4.24 for the highest. The second take 4.02, and the third tier takes 3.9.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are paying far higher than what the national minimum wage.
Which is still very low. I mean, the minimum wage for the country-wise is quite low as well.
It's quite low, yeah. So.
And let me ask you, with the salary, what can you use your salary for? Is it enough for chop food for yourself?
It's not enough.
So how do your family manage with the money then? How do you survive?
We are making some small fun to join the salary where we get it.
Okay. And what do you farm for yourself?
Oh, yes. Okay.
What kind of crops do you grow?
What kind of crop?
Cassava,
and vegetables.
And where do you come to sell those vegetables?
No, some people come from Akusumbu. Yes, come here. Or we ourselves we send to Akusumbu to sell.
And how about your wives? Do they do some work?
yes.
They are all farmers.
You are farming together
Some of
with
them
your
have
wives.
their, most of their wives are also working with us.
Yes. And how about the school fees? This with your own salary, with the farming and your wife's money also. Are you able to cover for the school fees?
We do recover, but we are managing like that.
But I must also say that the government now is paying school fees
Okay.
for up to JHS, like the junior high.
How old are you then? We don't have that system. So like what age is GSS?
GSS is 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. So free primary.
Free primary education, yeah. Free compulsory primary education for children. So most of the children we have here are within that range at the moment. It's very few of them. I could say about 10, 15, 20 who are up to senior high level, and most of them are at the moment who we are targeting for the premium projects that I told you about, to give loans to the workers to be able to pay school fees for them.
But they still have to pay for the lunches and the school uniform and school books.
Oh, yes.
Some of these days. Okay.
Yes. Still have to pay.
More questions?
More questions?
Emily asked more.
And
Emily is doing all the questions. So
Yeah, exactly.
how about you?
So what is fair trade benefiting these workers?
This workers, fair trade, when it comes to fair trade, like I told you earlier, we are now improving on our sales, trying to improve on our sales. When it comes to material benefit at the moment, the workers have not actually benefited materially because the fair trade premium that is coming in is very low. And the one major thing that we are trying to do this year is for the school fees project for them, which was approved during the last AGM that we had. So we hope that when the next academic year begins, they will start benefiting from that. Yeah.
Are there any premium committee members here in this group?
No, we have one. The women's rep is on maternity leave, and one of the workers rep, who is the secretary, is also on a company assignment somewhere. So we have one here, and you have one here, right here with me.
Okay.
and you said you were the union rep. So
Union chairman.
union chairman.
Chairman.
So what kind of questions do you have for the workers union? What kind of issues are you discussing here when it comes to working conditions and salaries?
Okay. It depends. Actually, when the government gives a salary increment, we will stand on that. So we will start down with the management.
Okay.
We will decide. So they will put something on top to the government's one
Okay.
to increase our salary. That's what we normally do.
So you're saying you as the union, you have been able to increase the salary from the minimum
Yes.
salary
Okay.
higher.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And some other benefits from the company.
Like what? Like what kind of benefits?
For example, when somebody dies, how the company will survive the person, they buy coffin, they give cars, we send the person to their hometown and we bury.
So there is a policy you have that if someone loses a family member,
Yeah.
you're supporting them with that.
Yeah, all in the CBA.
What does that mean?
There is a collective bargaining agreement between the worker union and then the management.
So they have negotiated for you to support them with coffin.
Yeah.
How much is a coffin otherwise?
It depends from time to time, but we make sure that we buy a befitting coffin.
Wait, for us, it's a bit difficult to understand how much money are we talking about, and is this something workers
the last time we
themselves
did-
cannot pay?
The worker themselves, actually the cost of the last one that we bought was around 300 Ghana cedis. Yeah.
And if you would compare that to monthly salary, how much difference is that for 300 for coffin and for a month of salary?
Emily.
I'm trying to make them understand how expensive it is to have a funeral. That is where my point is.
We have locally a funeral, organizing a funeral doesn't depend on one person. It's a family issue. And you know, Africans, we do a lot of this extended family matters, you understand? So when a person dies, the whole family comes together and decide that this is how much we need to
Contribute?
execute or to perform the funeral rites of a person. So the last time I remember, even the one family came to us to advance them
Okay.
to be able to undertake the funeral, and they paid us back through the contributions that the locals did for them. Yeah, so that is some of the things that we do for them. But if you ask me, if you compare the costs that a person like maybe Mr. Jiku would bear when it comes to organizing a funeral right for maybe himself or the children or the wife, comparing to the salary, he would have to save for the next 8, 9, 10 months to be able to do that.
So that is a very good thing then in the collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
Is there something else you would like to tell us about the collective bargaining agreement that you have been able to negotiate on?
Anyway, there's so many.
Tell us more, because we need to know everything.
Okay. For example, maternity leave to the women. Maternity leave.
Yeah.
When first time there's none.
Okay.
But the union, we achieved that one when a woman go give birth. We put the management in our city so that they give them 3 months to stay home so that they will relax. After 3 months, when it's also his body not fit to do the work, we approach the management again, give extra 2 months or 1 month addition to them.
And the women are also allowed to go home to breastfeed
Okay.
their children during work period, and when they come to, they are given lesser jobs to be done.
And does it work that they still they still get the salary even though they are on maternity leave?
Yeah, and even when you come to sick leave, for the workers, we have had instances where workers have been sick and stayed home for more than the number of months
They are allowed. So.
they are allowed, and they still take their full pay. I don't remember when somebody got sick and then the person was given lesser pay. We have not done that before.
How about paternity leave? Do you have any leave
Paternity
for the
leave.
fathers?
What would the fathers do then? Carry the
They will help
babies?
out. But I know in Ghana it's not so common. I know. I was just testing you.
Emily. So that's a little bit about the CBA for you. We have health insurance for the workers,
Okay.
for the worker himself, for the wife, and 3 children below the age of 18. And even if you have more children, the company pays. They advance you in payments, and then we spread it over a period of time
So you'll deduct it from the salary then?
Deduct it from
Okay.
their salary. But then we spread it for a longer time so they don't actually feel it. Yeah.
Very good.
Are
And
these
most-
union members?
No, these are workers.
There's this one.
He's
This one,
my
yeah,
vice. He's the vice chairman. You see his cap. So I don't know if you would permit me, maybe they are a little tired. If they
Yeah,
go.
yeah, of course.
Yes, yes, please.